Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. So, just incredibly sad and depressing. The shooting, first they said 22 were killed, 50 to 60 injured. I think the death number has come down to 18, but beyond words, horrific. And what's really scary is the guy's still on the loose. They still have not caught them. Like last night, they went to his house, right, his last residence, and we thought he was bunkered down in there, but no. I suspect that he probably killed himself, and who knows? I mean, we'll find out. Um, I I'm gonna do another video after this is all over and we find out. But again, the gun issue. That's what we're talking about. And again, I am pro Second Amendment. I've done several videos on this. My thing is banning assault weapons. It's just common sense. Look at the gun this guy had, all right? Trained in firearms, Army Reserve guy. What is his name? Robert Card. Okay, more on that later. Okay, so getting right into the Trump thing, stormed out of the courtroom like a little baby. This is unbelievable, and no one breaks it down better than David Pakman. Watch.
Completely insane day in court yesterday for the failed former president Donald Trump. A visibly neon orange Trump stormed out of the courtroom, wildly triggered by the testimony of his own former lawyer, Michael Cohen, then fined another $10,000 for violating a gag order by Judge Engoron, tried to bring him to the stand, and Trump just wanders out. This is nuts, and we have video. So look at what happened. The Hill reports, Trump leaves courtroom in a huff after Cohen contradicts testimony in New York fraud trial. The second day of Michael Cohen's testimony was suddenly overshadowed Wednesday when a judge asked former President Trump to take the witness stand to discuss the violation of a gag order in which the former president was asked not to speak about anyone overseeing the case for fear of death threats. Trump was fined another 10 grand shortly thereafter, with the judge citing statements Trump made to the media. Trump ultimately left the courtroom in a huff after Michael Cohen appeared to contradict his testimony on whether he was ever ordered to inflate Trump's assets. This is truly incredible stuff. Truly, truly incredible stuff. So let's go to the first video. Here is Trump storming out breathlessly, neon orange. We don't know why. I guess now he's changed color to maybe it's dark lighting in the court and he wants to be more orange. Look at this insanity. This is the former president storming out of a court after being fined $10K and flipping out as his former lawyer testifies. Look at this.
Just admitted that we won the trial, and the judge should end this trial immediately. Thank you.
The witness just admitted that we won this trial. That's not the role of a witness. Witnesses just testify. And the judge should end the trial immediately. Trump giving another statement in which he was asked about all of the different plea deals that co-defendants are taking down in Georgia. Trump just sort of acts like, I don't really know much about it, but it doesn't have anything to do with me.
Lawyer report, have you been monitoring your other cases, and what do you make about the idea that so many people who are close to you have sent to other states with them?
Somebody what?
Sidney Powell, Ken Cheslow, and others that are now turning to witnesses.
Well, they're offering a deal, and they're taking deals, but from what I understand, they're saying nothing bad about me at all, but they're taking deals. A lot of people, they've been under investigation for years on this, and they don't go after the people that rigged the election and stole the election. They go after people that have been trying to find out who rigged it and who stole it. And a lot of people know that answer. And if you look at the polls of the public believes very strongly that the election was rigged and stolen. But when somebody's gone after for years, any one of a number of people, for years and years.
All right, so it's the same stuff on repeat, but essentially Trump is saying he's not worried at all about the fact that everybody else so far who has seen their case adjudicated in Georgia has taken a plea and has pleaded guilty. Then here is Donald Trump, bright orange, appearing to violate the gag order again. Trump simply will not stop attacking the people that the gag order says you're not supposed to attack. He's been fined $5,000. He's now been fined $10,000. He probably should be jailed at this point for violating the gag order, but here is Trump once again.
Mr. trial should have never been brought, but if we had a jury, it would have been fair, at least, even if it was a somewhat negative jury, because no negative jury would vote against it. But this judge will, because this judge is a very partisan judge, with a person who's very partisan sitting alongside of him.
This is a very partisan judge with someone who's very partisan sitting alongside of him. Now, this is obviously about Judge Engoron's clerk. Trump has already been admonished. Do not talk about her. Do not talk about her. Later, Trump, I guess, claims to say he was referring to Michael Cohen as the person sitting next to the judge. It makes no sense. No serious person would believe that's what Trump meant here.
Even much more partisan than he is. So we are doing very well. The facts are speaking very loud. He's a totally discredited witness, and you haven't seen anything yet. This goes on for a long time, but he's a totally discredited witness.
All right. So Trump again appearing to violate the limited gag order. Certainly, even if you believe that he was talking about Michael Cohen and not the clerk, he is attacking the judge once again. Trump then starts making this argument. Oh, no, I wasn't referring to the clerk.
What?
What's happening inside the courtroom right now?
You mean the conversation?
Yes.
That I can't tell you.
Did you violate the gag order, Mr. President?
No.
Were you referring to the clerk?
With respect to what?
The disparaging comments.
No, not at all.
Who are you speaking about when you said the person sitting beside the judge?
Okay, any other questions?
I guess Trump not liking that question. And then we did hear from Michael Cohen. Here is Michael Cohen giving his thoughts after testimony. This was shortly after 4 p.m. New York time yesterday. Michael Cohen, finishing the second day of testimony, asked, "What did you see in Trump?" And Cohen says, "I see a defeated man. That's what I see."
When you looked him in the eye, Michael, what did you see?
I saw a defeated man. I saw somebody that knows that it's the end of the Trump organization, already found guilty of fraud. The license will ultimately be taken, and now this entire case is merely about how much. This is merely about how much disgorgement the Attorney General will be seeking.
That's right. Disgorgement, an important legal term, which I actually had to look up. Just from the term, I thought it might have meant something completely different when it comes to Trump and just being super swollen, but it doesn't. It has to do with the criminal, the financial penalties that would be required of Trump. So listen, this is where we are right now. And if you think this is wild, and it is, I mean, Trump storming out of court, being fined multiple times and threatened with jail for violating a gag order, his own former lawyer sitting feet away from him and testifying, and the drama and Trump's own lawyers taking guilty pleas in other criminal trials. This is like nothing we have ever seen before. It's like nothing I've covered before. It's like nothing that listen, 7 years ago, I don't know that anyone would have even imagined this. We imagined incompetent leadership. We imagined being a joke globally because of Trump as president. But I don't know that any of us imagined this. But this is where we are. And if you think this is nuts, which it is, just wait until the criminal trials start. Because right now, Trump is sitting there and he's getting flustered and he's in a huff and he's getting mad. Because at the tail end of this, he may be told, you've got to cough up a bunch of money because of what you did. Because this is a civil trial. In the 4 criminal trials, it's going to be Trump realizing what these witnesses are saying could put me in prison for life based on his health and age and the number of charges and the penalties for many of those charges. So whatever behavior we see Trump exhibit during this civil trial is only a shade of a preview.
Okay, so there you go. David is the best. He's the GOAT, all right? Greatest of all time. Love David Pakman, and brilliant guy. I love the guy. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. We're over 1,000 subscribers, and we're on our way. And I'm going to set up a live chat thing I've been talking about, working on it. Okay, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.